Hello, Atlanta Athletic Club members. Matt Scheck, PGA teaching professional here at the club. Today, let's dive into a quick tip that you can use as we get into the golfing season and something that you can do on the range to make sure you're setting yourself up for success on the backswing. What I see on a day-to-day basis on the lesson tee is people that take the club back and they get it what we call heavy, where it's behind their hands, and then by the time they get it light, it wants to come down very steep. So with this drill, I want you to learn how to take it back and get the club what we call light. As you look at it from the face-on view, also, if you don't hinge your wrist, it's going to be heavy. So as we get it stood up, we also want to hinge our wrist. What I've done here is I've grabbed a very, very light club. It's a Lady 7 hybrid, and this is going to be good for the drill because it's light and less stress on your shoulder. Because what we're going to do is I want you to learn how to hit balls with your lead arm only. Now with the left arm, and you take it back in correctly without hinge or behind or over here, it's going to be very difficult to time up a correct swing. So with this drill, we're going to stand it up, get it light, and then we're going to swing through. We want to make sure that this arm goes all the way around us at the finish and facilitate more pivot through the shot. It looks kind of like this. So that's kind of step one, learning how to get the club in a good position halfway back. That's going to set you up for the best success. Now, as you start going into step two of this process, you would put something in between your feet at about a 45-degree angle. Put something through your hips here. You don't have to put it through your hips. This is more for visual. And as I do this swing, instead of going back longer, let's see if we can make sure our hips turn to being parallel with the noodle below me. What this does is this gives you the depth you need of the hands by turning instead of rolling behind you. So check yourself with your hips and go ahead and swing through with the hips for step two. Very good. Now once you get the feel of this, and you can do this correctly, then you grab your regular club and you do the same little swing. So feel it, get it set, and through. Another thing is, if you don't have a correct grip, it's going to make it tough to get the club hinged up. So when you grip the club, make sure it's in the fingers, the heel pad's more on top, and you should be able to lift the club up without your forearm if you have a correct grip. If you're holding more through the lifeline or more in the palm, it becomes very difficult to hinge it, and it's hard to get the club light if you can't hinge it. And also, the more you hinge, the more you get the club to travel. If you're somebody that has a lot of motion on your backswing, it's probably because the club's not traveling very far and you're trying to produce as much backswing as you can get because your grip is a little bit off and you don't have enough hinge. Good. Then you can go ahead and go to step two with two hands and make sure the hips turn all the way back. Now you're set up to make a full backswing. Once you get the club set up like the left-hand drill, we can go ahead and put a full turn and give it a little lift and swing all the way through. Hope this helps you and hope to see you out on the range